Hello, everyone. Darius Wallace, actor, storyteller, and coach. Um, some of you all today are thinking about giving up. Can I make a suggestion? Don't do it. Don't quit. The reason why I say that is because you never know how close you are to your goal. You never know how close you are to overcoming the challenge. You never know how close you are to the door opening to your dreams. I had the privilege of being a part of a film. The movie's called Damaged Goods. And the privilege was watching the development of this movie from the very beginning to the very end. There was a young man, Daniel Farrow, who came to me during the pandemic who wanted to do this short. And we did the short, and he and I both talked about the idea of it becoming a featured film. And he made a decision that that's something that he would want to do. And so he went to writing the script. And the process of that was he wrote it and then he sent it around to a variety of the people, including myself, to give him feedback. And including myself, he received some criticism about the dynamics and about the structure. And he went back and he would write it again, and he would write it again. And then there came a point where I saw the light and the life in it. But it seemed like the more he sent it around to others, the more he began to get very weird, discouraging feedback. And but we decided that we would go through with it anyway. And when I say we, I mean I was basically just encouraging him because I believed in him. I believed in it. And so he went on and began to go through the process of building a team and raising money. And as he was building a team, he started to run into some more pitfalls. People started to drop out. We started to work on raising money. I was one that was really working hard to raise money, but it seemed like everyone we talked to, where it seemed promising, would fall away. And I remember the last time that this happened, there was an old friend of mine who actually made a movie decades ago. I wondered if he would be interested in getting involved with the film. And he said he would. And he said he was interested in investing in it. And right at the midnight hour, he completely bagged out. And I had to bring this news to this young filmmaker, Daniel Farrow, and he doesn't know this, but when I told him, I heard him fighting tears. Now, it was in that moment that I would have imagined that would have broken him. That was a moment where it seemed like this movie was just simply not going to happen. It is natural for me to be the encourager. I can't remember what I said to encourage him, but I don't think it was so much of what I said. I think it was first his willingness to get in touch with his inner power that we all have, to draw something powerful out of himself. Now, he did this, and he called me up and told me what he was going to do. He made a decision. He was going to raise this money. He was going to make it happen. And because he believed in his film so much, he drew attention. I encouraged him to put together a knock dead trailer, and to put his anger and frustration and rage in it. And he did. He used that negative energy and transmuted it into positive. And he created this crazy, beautiful, amazing trailer, and it drew attention and it drew money. And guess what? Over time, he raised the money, 80% of which he created himself through, credit cards and things of that nature. We filmed the movie. And in the filming of the movie, there were ups and downs and challenges, but I watched them push through it. Then there was post-production. And post-production also took a tremendous amount of time, and there were many, many different challenges. And I mean, this young man faced challenges all the way up to the very completion of the film. There was a moment where it seemed like his movie was going to be trapped with an editor because of a disagreement between the executive producer and the editor. And it seemed like he was never going to get his film. And it was a moment where he said to himself, this is not going to happen. But he found something within himself. And he began to believe in himself. And he found that kind of confidence where he knew it was going to work out. And you know what? It did. It worked out. He got his film back. And now the film is about to be distributed. But here's the catch. It's not just the film, it's the fact that now he's an associate producer, because of somebody seeing the film, of a big film that's going to be shooting. And these executive producers want to get involved with him on his second film. Don't give up. There have been many times in my life where I, in fact, gave up. I gave up acting twice in my life. There have been times when I have had a mind to give up life itself. And I have to imagine what would it have been like to give up on life and to not see all the beauty that I've seen. I have 3 children, 2 adult children, 1 teenager. What would it have been like if I had not made it into this space of my life? And some of you out there are not just thinking about giving up on your dreams, you're thinking about giving up on yourself. You may even be thinking about giving up on life. I want to make a suggestion. Don't quit. Keep going. There's an inner power within you that's greater than yourself. You're not your body, you live in your body. And it's the you that lives in your body that has the power within itself to manifest your dreams, your purpose, and the things that you've always wanted to be, do, and have. So, hey, what am I going to do? Don't give up.